Hello everybody, it's Bourbon Bill, and tonight, a very special episode. Oh, I can't be more excited. We're diving into one of my favorite distilleries of all time, and one of the releases I was most hyped to try this year. Good Lord! It's Jack Daniel's 12 Year. Oh my God. This could be one of the most enjoyable drinking experiences of the year. Could be. Now, big shout out to my buddy Mark. I did not get this bottle myself. He got this. And believe me, PA has not released these beauties yet. In fact, I don't think many of the states around us have either. So, big shout out to Mark. Couldn't bring you this beauty tonight without you. So thank you again, sir. Excited. Now, I do not have batch 2 of the 10-year. He only had this, the 12. So, let's look at this beautiful bottle. 12 years old from Jack Daniel's. Can't believe it. Color, nice and dark on this bad boy. Just how we like it. Proof, 107 proof. Compute, 53.5%. Alcohol by volume. Oh, it's like I've won the lottery. Just the feelings of joy and elatement. This does say batch 1 on the front, so hopefully they're going to do this again next year and there'll be a batch 2. We can keep our fingers crossed. Limited release here on the side, just like the 10-year from last year. Now on the back we get a little bit of a different note. It says, age 12 years. Our master distiller has hand-selected by his hands this small batch of 12-year-old whiskey that's reminiscent of our founder, Mr. Jack. A rare spirit, unique and complex. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. One last little surprise on the back here. It says 700 mils because I've been teleported to Europe apparently. So keep that in mind. The 10-year batch 1 from 2021 or 2022 was 750. So they've taken the bottle shape that you thought was the same and they just shrunk it by a little bit. I assume to streamline their bottling. Kind of sucks. But it is what it is. Price on this bad boy is MSRP is $80 hairs. Here in the state of Pennsylvania, they're going to upcharge you by $5. Even though this is a state-run, liquor store system, which is supposed to charge MSRP. So, kind of go figure. I don't know about that. When it does release in PA, they are gonna get you for $5 plus a tax. So, there you go. Now I know that the price of these bad boys can be quite a bit higher. So I'll tell you what I would pay for it if I see one, and we'll just tell you how good it is. And we're gonna compare it tonight to some hitters. Don't you worry. But I do love this bottle shape. One of my most favorite bottle shapes from Jack Daniel's. With the ribs. And I just love these corks here that say, DSP Tennessee 1 on the top. And, it says Jack Daniel's Distillery embossed in the side here. I kind of like this bottle shape and these corks. I'm biased. Oh, man. So, I know these are hard to find. When I heard this was coming out, it's still my most wanted bottle. So, if any of my viewers, subscribers, fans, haters even, have access to another one of these bad boys, send me an email because I want one badly. Alright, so I haven't tried this yet. This is a first sniff, first taste, first everything. This bottle's been open about a week or two, probably maybe 2 weeks now since he opened it and got that bottle. So, I'm ready. I'm ready. Oh my God. A+. A+++ off the nose. Oh, this is going to hurt. Really hurt some Pappy fanboys. Oh my God. What an... I kid you not. When I say the nose on this, it smells like a lot of whiskey you got to pay, 4 figures to get. Not saying those are worth it. I'm just saying a lot of whiskey that you see priced at $1,000 and up, this smells like those type of whiskeys. Oh, man. Alright, let me try to get you some notes here. It's just so tough. Tons of barrel char. Tons of vanilla. There's a bit like a deep, like dark banana note here. Like chocolate banana char. But it's not that traditional ripe banana that you get on Jack. If you like that bright banana flavor that Jack has, this isn't it. This is a very subdued banana note. Relies much more on its char caramel. And I'd say there's also a good bit of like really candy oak on here. It's like candy sweet oak on this bad boy. And I mean, it's a lot of oak. It's not overly oaky, but I mean, you know, 12 years old, you should expect some. Good Lord, the scent on that. All right, well, I can't wait to try it. Let's give it a sip. Oh my God. I'm going to need a few minutes to myself just to process how good this is. Oh, everything I said is in there. Finish is nice on it. It's not massively thick, but it's not thin. It is the most delicious candied sweet oak with bananas, caramel, some vanilla, and barrel char layered on top. Exactly what you got on the nose is what I get here. I even got like a little bit of a hint of orange there, maybe. Let's take a second sip. Oh yeah, there's like a little bit of an orange note in there, which I get with like, you know, well-aged bourbons typically. Wow. Oh, so Bourbon Bill's rating A+++. Buy a backup, buy a second backup if you find it. Is this going to be for everybody? No. It won't. If you like the higher end Jack Daniel's stuff, right up your alley. If you're a fan of, you know, Jack Daniel's twice barreled single malt, probably not for you. I wouldn't. If that's your palate, don't save this for those of us that enjoy good bourbon. If you're a person that likes younger, sweeter stuff without oak, if you're a, you know, I'm a Penelope man, or I'm a 5-year MGP man, and that's all you like, not for you. There's too much flavor and depth of character here for you. So again, save this for those that will appreciate it. So anyway, all jokes aside, it's fantastic. If you like the Jack Daniel's profile, like I said, of their higher age stuff, it's a buy. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the 10-year batch 2, but I do have a 10-year batch 1. Like you saw earlier, 10-year batch 1. This one doesn't actually say batch 1 on it, does it? No, it just says, oh, on the back it says 10-001, but I think the new ones have a batch 2 on the front. I might add, though, this one here does say 750 mils. So back then, you were getting more bang for your buck. Now, the note on this one was always a little bit funnier on the back. It says, maturing whiskey for more than 150 years. It gives us knowledge necessary to slowly rest. Not fastly rest, slowly rest. Our Tennessee whiskey through 10 summers. We think you'll agree it's worth the wait. Now listen, this one comes in at 97 proof. Compute, 48.5% alcohol by volume. Was I a fan of this whiskey? Absolutely, I was. Were some people haters on it? Yeah, I wasn't one of them. Was not one of them. I really regretted not having multiple backups to this. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Alright, so let's see how, if you have the old 10-year, you know, is it similar? How does it compare? Oh man, not even close on the nose. It's like we're drinking two different things here. Okay, so the 10-year has a little bit more fruit. The oak's dialed back. Way more red fruit on the front here. This is way more red fruit and like barrel char and like a little bit of vanilla, but that sweet oak component's missing, which really adds to the punch on the 12-year. I'm not getting too much banana, maybe like a little bit of banana, but it's not that deep caramel rich banana as in the 12-year. Let's take a sip. Gosh, that's delicious. Whew. Just what I said in the nose. It's kind of red fruit, a little bit of banana, barrel char, a little bit of caramel in there, but it's not to the same height as that 12-year is. This is fantastic. This is also an A++ buy. for the MSRP of like $70 when it came out. But it doesn't live up to that 12-year, unfortunately. So what if you're like, well, Bourbon Bill, 107 proofs for suckers. I like a high proof whiskey. Hang on. Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof Creston Wine and Spirits number 3. And those astute fans of my channel might know that I was sadly out of my Creston's number 3 pick from like 2020 or 2021. And a kind viewer had one, gave me one. Can you believe it? What a great guy. Alright, this is my favorite store pick of Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof of all time. Here we go in the blue. Now, you might say, why was that your favorite Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof of all time? Because it's about 2 shades darker than any other shelf or store pick Jack Daniel's I've ever had. So, it's got more age to it, is what I'm trying to say to you. It was closer to the Coy Hill and Flavor Proof than any other shelf or gold label. So, I believe, without real evidence, that it's older than a lot of the other picks I've had, or just regular shelf versions of that. Let's give this a nosing. Oh my God. This actually smells like the 10-year on steroids. So, again, this one's all char, just like barrel char, baby. It's just missing that oak. Man, the oak just elevates this 12-year to new heights. Oh, man. It's that like vanilla sweet oak caramel on top of that 12-year. It's just missing here. And once you taste that, everything else is missing that component from Jack Daniel's. And that's gotta be because of the age. However, I will say this smells a lot like the 10-year. Oh yeah, I would say they're just about the same age. Let's take a sip of the barrel proof here. Oh, sweet heavens, that's good. Gosh, I do love a good Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof. A+ rating there as well. However, at the end of the day, it's not as complex. Yes, there's more heat. It's a little bit thicker on the mouthfeel. Gives you that Tennessee hug. But it lacks the complexity of the 12-year. If you like a deep, dark, and complex whiskey, the 12-year is still reigning here tonight. If you're one of them drinkers and you're like, well, 131's for suckers too. I want something that's just like gasoline. There it is, folks. The much revered Jack Daniel's Coy Hill special release from 2021. This bad boy here comes in at 144.2 proof, compute, 72.1% alcohol by volume. This sucker here is about 9.5 years old. Woo. And it deserves nothing less than the Gold Glencairn for champions. Alright, so clearly we're at a vast proof difference here, but which one would I pay more for? Again, this bottle was back when they were doing the 750 mils. Hallelujah. And besides maybe their special release barrel proof rye, the best thing that Jack Daniel's has ever done. Alright, we got the Coy Hill here. Let's give it a nosing. Oh my God. Just red fruits galore, char, confectioner's sugar, caramels. Just like extract of barrel here on this. There's an oak component here, not quite as oaky as a 12. Not quite there, but there is an oak component. Let's take a sip. Oh, oh, oh. I've been transported to heaven. Wow. I'm sorry, the notes. This is just so enjoyable. It's hard to come up with notes. That's fantastic. That's up there with one of the best all-time whiskeys I've had. Super complex in flavor, super thick on the mouthfeel, just delivers a lot. And it's all fruit, char, confectioner's sugar, and smoke in there, caramels too. That is a fantastic sip. Now, how does it compare to the 12 year? So we just drank 144 proof. Now we're going back to 107. This is the 12 year. Good Lord, that's delicious. I just drank 144 proof. Drank that 107. And it doesn't feel thin. Still feels thick and still delivers the flavor. I would place Coy Hill just right above it. But it's close. If you are not a fan of how much heat the Coy Hill brought, then the 12 year will be your paramour for the Jack lineup, I think. Wow. Again, I need a bottle of the 12 year. Mark will not let me keep that one, I'm sure. So, somebody, if you found one, let me know. I'm definitely interested in getting one, so I can review it with more things. And I'm also, hey, if any of you found a Jack Daniel's 10-year batch 2, 100% interested in that too, because that 10-year was also phenomenal and sorely wanted as well. I just don't have that one yet. So if I am able to snag them here in PA, I'll do another review of the 12 and the 10-year batch 2. You know, I'll compare to 10-year batch 1 just for you. But tonight the winner is the Coy Hill. But the 12-year here is an absolute hitter. So I honestly can't think of a large whiskey company on more of a winning streak than Jack Daniel's. Sure, they had the stumbling block of the twice-barreled single malt. There's misses every now and then. But they've just been hitting home run after home run after home run. And the 12-year is a home run. So make sure if you find this... Oh, what would I pay for it? I'll tell you, if I saw one on the shelf for like $150 hairs, I would pay it. And I know, that's like... Actually, if I saw one for double MSRP, so we'll say $160, I would pay it. Would I pay more than $160 cash? No. That'd be tough. That'd be a tough sell for me. But I think I would easily go up to that amount for it because it's so good. If you can't find it, take solace in the fact that they'll likely release it again. Since they put a batch 1 on this, same as the 10-year. They're likely going to release this again. And I think they're also doing like a vertical age series. So I think there's like a 15, maybe an 18 coming up too. In a few years, so we'll see that for sure. So if you like what you saw tonight, please like, comment, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button. Thanks, everyone. Have a good evening.